Chapter 81. Class up. When we arrived at the hourglass of the dragon's era, that sister at the reception desk before was gone. Now, Fumi, where did that other sister go to? Sister. She was arrested because she was part of the Three Heroes Church. Oh, so she was labeled a criminal. Well, she was infuriating anyway. Too bad. Now, Fumi, now what? Can we go class up? Queen. First of all, please tell me who wants to do a class up. After listening to the Queen, I look at Raphtalia and Phiro. Though we have already decided which class to take, there is no telling what might happen. Phiro, okay. Phiro wants to go first. Phiro raises her hand and declares that she wants to go first. I look at Raphtalia and she nods. Raphtalia. Then Phiro will class up first. Phiro, yay. Melty. Phiro-chan, do your best. In her human form, Phiro steps forward with a pitter-patter. Sister, please get into a comfortable position, touch the hourglass of Dragon's era, and focus your consciousness on it. Phiro, like this. Phiro reverts to her demon form and slowly touches the hourglass of Dragon's era. The sand near Phiro's wing shines and ripples. Queen, now then, let's proceed with the class-up ceremony. On the Queen's orders, the soldiers surrounding the hourglass pour some kind of liquid into the grooves, the shape of a magic square etched into the floor. Phiro, what is that sound? Phiro strains her ears. Queen, concentrate, Phiro. Okay, Phiro shuts her eyes and spreads both her wings. The hourglass continues to glow, and the magic formation on the floor also starts glowing. Phiro stands in the center and is being surrounded by light. Queen, now, please choose your future possibility. Phiro, something popped up, Phiro mutters with her eyes closed. The icon in Phiro's view also appears in mine. A class tree appeared. Queen, since she is Iwatani-sama's demon, you must choose. Now, Fumi. Is such a thing even possible? All the possibilities of Philorials and their various abilities appear. However, now, Fumi, what Phiro wants for herself may not be what I choose. If I don't choose, does it automatically pick the demon's choice? I press the decline button on the screen. Phiro, something came into view. It was probably what appeared in front of me earlier. It might be due to the influence of the demon crest. Phiro, which one to pick? With her eyes closed, Phiro happily picks her possibility. I'll allow Phiro to decide it for herself, since this will affect her whole life. That's right. I'll tell Raphtalia the same. Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, I will let you and Phiro choose whichever class up you want yourselves, since I will be leaving the world after the wave is over. It will be fine. Raphtalia, as long as Naofumi-sama chooses, it will be good. Naofumi, nope. Raphtalia, I understand. Raphtalia mutters while seeming dissatisfied about something. If I decide selfishly and they don't like it, then it would be rough for both of us. I want them to choose for themselves, because I trust them. Now then, I wonder what Phiro is going to choose. Phiro's ahog is growing and shining brilliantly. Naofumi, The light shines brighter and buzzes, and then with a flash it was gone. I was momentarily blinded. When my vision recovers, I look at Phiro, who is blinking repeatedly. Her appearance, there are no big changes. But her ahog has become more luxurious. Now it gives off the feeling of a mini crown. Queen, it seems the class up was completed successfully. Naofumi, I see. I check her status. The has disappeared wonderfully. Her stats have nearly doubled. Isn't this too amazing? Melty, Phiro-chan is amazing. It seems Metley is pleased that Phiro has powered up. However, Phiro has a delicate expression while walking over. Phiro, you see. Phiro wasn't able to choose, Phiro mutters, looking like she is about to cry at any moment. Naofumi, what went wrong? Phiro wanted to choose the one that can spit poison. But what came out was not what was selected. Naofumi, I saw your ahog shine brightly. Phiro, moo. Melty is coaxing the depressed Phiro. Naofumi. Then, next is Raphtalia. Raphtalia, okay. Before it even starts, I'm getting a bad feeling about this. Raphtalia touches the hourglass the same way Phiro did. When the light shines, the soldiers pour the same liquid inside the magic formation. As I thought, an icon pops up in my view again. Now then, pushing the refusal. At that moment, Phiro's ahog splits in two and one enters my view. Naofumi, what is this? You bird. Phiro, it's not Phiro. Not Phiro, you say? Are you telling me that your Ahogue can act independently? Raphtalia's eyes open wide, and she stares Raphtalia. No, Fumi-sama. The Ahogue lands on the pop-up, disappears, and reveals a possibility that didn't exist before. Light flows from me to Raphtalia. Raphtalia, Kia? Raphtalia screams, and the light disappears. Thick smoke covers the room. This is quite different from Phiro's. The smoke clears up. I watch Raphtalia coughing. There are no apparent changes other than her hair color being a brighter shade compared to before. Now, Fumi. Are you alright? Raphtalia? Oh, yeah. I'm fine. What happened? I worryingly check Raphtalia's status. Just like Phiro, the disappeared and her stats have nearly doubled. Raphtalia, what happened? Now, Fumi. I have no idea either. The class up was chosen by itself. I had a bad feeling, but there seems to be no problems. Queen, I see. That's fine then. I wonder what chose the class up without permission. Now, Fumi, what are you talking about? Melty. You see. I think Phiro-chan's Ahogue did it dash. Melty retells her story about meeting the Filorial Queen. Queen. I see. I would have liked to meet the Queen of Filorials too. Now, Fumi. That's not the problem right now. Is the Queen's hobby searching for legends? Wait. This isn't the situation to think about those things. Now, Fumi, I wonder why. I was uneasy and thought that there might be some abnormal transformations. Raphtalia. Yes, me too. Though I had a feeling my body was shrinking, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Phiro. Master, what are you saying? It seems something absurd in the world occurred. At any rate, there is nothing we can do about it, and nothing bad happened. Maybe it was due to my luck finally turning around. Now, Fumi, don't worry about it. Anyway, how are your abilities and conditions? Raphtalia. I feel that power is surging through my body. Now, Fumi. I see. That's good. Queen. Is it due to the Queen Filorial feather? I don't know what it was, but it seems to have chosen for you. I'm sure that you will be unable to change it. The Queen regretfully informs us. Queen. There are specific items that you can use during class UPS to get more benefits. I pray that was a good thing. Now, Fumi. Yeah. Queen. So how much did their abilities grow? Now, Fumi. Their abilities almost doubled. Queen. Doubled. The Queen is surprised. Perhaps this is way better than usual? Maybe it's due to the Filorial Queen's feather. If the growth rate is high, then I am glad. Queen. Originally, any item that would increase the growth rate by 1.5 times is already amazing. They would generally be very strong. Now, Fumi. Is that so? Then this is great. However, both of them have a delicate expression. I understand your feelings. Class up? I am familiar with that since in games you should be able to choose your own. Now, Fumi. Well, do your best. Raphtalia. Ew. Somehow I'm feeling quite melancholic. Phiro too. Melty. Cheer up, Phiro-chan. Like this, our class up was complete. Queen. Next is the contract. The Queen shows a contract written on parchment to me. Queen. Please read it. Now, Fumi. Sure. The contract contains the following. 1. If any situation occurs that would harm the hero of the shield, the country will stop it at all costs too. The country will cooperate and arrange preparations for the hero of the shield against the wave. 3. The hero of the shield will receive various preferential treatments. 4. Nothing is demanded of the hero of the shield except for fighting against the wave. Lastly, the country will take responsibility when the contract breaks. I request for a copy of the contractual document, for insurance. So a copy of the parchment was given to me. The contents are very advantageous for me. I confirm many times that there are no play on words or contradictory terms. I feel that I may have went too far, but after inspecting it for a while there were no abnormalities. Now, Fumi. Well, this should be fine. Queen. Then, please finish the seal with a drop of your blood. I poke my own finger with a knife and write my name in blood on the parchment. The Queen does the same, and the parchment begins to shine in the middle of the magic formation. The light disappears, and a golden bracelet appears around the Queen's arm. Queen. If the contract is broken, then it will punish me accordingly. Please rest assured. Now, Fumi. Understood. So I guess it's official now. Queen. Indeed. There is a feeling of relief. Now, Fumi. I should reconsider exchanging companions on the trip. Queen. Please consider carefully. Seeing as I am having trouble deciding, The queen answers. Now Fumi. Queen, if it goes well, wouldn't Iwatani-sama be able to increase his companions? Now Fumi. Ah, so that's what you mean. This could be a chance for all the heroes, including me, to find out how the other hero companions operate. Queen, the hero of the shield is already not associated with anything evil. There may even be some companions that are dissatisfied with following their chosen hero. Now Fumi. In other words, a re-picking from the first day. I am still holding a grudge from when no one helped me. There is also no way I will lose Raphtalia and Phiro thanks to them being slaves. Queen, even if Iwatani-sama is not aware, some of the hero companions have already been changed. So, it might not be a bad idea to try it out. Now Fumi. Change? Who went to who? Queen, every hero-sama, more or less, compared to before their party, is a little different. Since I never took a good look, I did not notice it. What can I say? The companions of those fellows must have sobered up. Their true colors must have shown. That reminds me, that man in Motoyasa's party disappeared. I thought he was just hiding and waiting for a chance, but he did not appear at all. Well, as a man in Motoyasa's harem, it was probably hell for him. Besides, I feel that each hero had an increase in companions. Definitely. There are people who become friends in the middle of a trip. If an adventurer, villager, knight, or magician has talent, then they would be scouted. It's a common development that happens in my favorite mangas and light novels. I see. I am the unorthodox one, only taking slaves. Anyhow, now Fumi, huh? I understand. Queen, there may be someone who wants to follow Iwatani-sama. Now Fumi. But I do not trust anyone except for those with absolute obedience. Queen, oh ho. But I thought you were developing a good relationship with Melty. At the queen's words, Melty trembles and blushes a deep red. It is probably from being humiliated. Now Fumi. She's going to die if she didn't follow me, so there's no other way. She might be Phiro's good friend, but she doesn't respect me at all, Melty. All right. She nods energetically. As I thought, Melty disliked me after all. Queen, it doesn't seem so though. Melty, mother. The queen laughs and shows a heartwarming smile. Did I say something funny? Raphtalia, moo. I look over at Raphtalia, and she seems to be sulking. Now Fumi, what's wrong? Raphtalia, absolutely nothing. Phiro, I tilt my head together with Phiro. Queen, isn't this fine? We have finished our business here, you should depart soon. After leaving the building of the Hourglass of the Dragon's Era, we depart for the island. Queen, please look forward to your various rewards when you return. Now Fumi, rewards? What is it? Queen, Iwatani-sama, I heard you wanted to learn magic, so I will prepare magic books and crystal balls. Ah, so it's something like that. Uh-huh. Besides, if I do get another companion, then I will need supplies. Queen, crystal balls let you acquire magic quickly, but there is a lack of power. Whereas for books, it takes a lot longer to learn, but it is much stronger. Now Fumi. So there was such an effect. When I read the magic book, it was explaining the basics of basics. Besides, in the book it also explains how to adjust power and other ways to tweak the spells. Of course, in order to learn these things it will take time. This is not a game, and time is limited. But I should also avoid learning too much from the crystal balls since its efficiency will be bad. Judging from the other heroes' actions, I am currently the only one that can read this world's letters. It may be important to make use of this advantage. Queen, will crystal balls be all right, Iwatani-sama? Now Fumi. I can read a little of this world's letters, so if there is someone to teach me properly, and a book, it would be fine. Queen, I see. I'll arrange it. Now Fumi. Also, can equipment be procured? Queen, it is possible to give you weapons from the country's arsenal, but that reminds me, I still haven't visited the old man from the weapons shop yet. It might also be good to see if there are any requests for materials from Kalmira Island. Perhaps it would be nice to get some materials myself. Now Fumi. In the meantime, please prepare some degree of armor and weapons for us. Queen, all right. Now then, I wish you a good day. Melty. Now Fumi, Phiro-chan, Raphtalia-san, good luck. Have a nice day. We parted from the queen, got on the carriage, and hurried to the town where the ship to Kalmira Island is. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 82. Grave Visit. Now Fumi. We should be arriving at the harbor town soon. The meeting spot for this event is at the harbor town. The other heroes seem to have traveled on a carriage the country prepared. They started sooner, but it is likely that Phiro overtook them. Since we haven't been traveling on a carriage in a while, Phiro is happy. Raphtalia. Naofumi-sama. May we take a little detour? Naofumi. Raphtalia informs me of the place where she wants to go. It's not very far, so there should be no problems. Naofumi. Sure, that's fine. Raphtalia. Phiro, please turn here and head inland. Phiro. Okay, the place we arrive at, an abandoned village. You can tell from the tattered building that this was a village. There are houses without roofs and walls. Some are even burnt down. The collapsed feudal lord mansion gave off a very plain feeling. It looked brand new before it was abandoned. However, I can't say for how long. I should consider when this place was abandoned. Raphtalia was just staring at the abandoned village until we passed it. When I look, there are numerous graves at the edge of the village. Come to think of it, I heard that Raphtalia was part of a farming village near the sea, and it was the first to be attacked by the wave. Could this possibly be the village where Raphtalia was born and raised? 3 months have already passed since I arrived in this world. Considering the hero summoning ceremony, for months at most. I only need to look at this demi-human village that was here 4 months ago to imagine the intensity of the wave. Certainly the queen did say that the one she entrusted internal affairs with died during the first wave. Considering that he was also popular with the demi-humans, he might have been the feudal lord of this village. Phiro. Raphtalia One-Ichan, where are we going? Raphtalia. Just going to the cliff to watch the ocean. Phiro. All right, understood. As the carriage rattles and continues on, I continue to stare at the village that Raphtalia might have been born in. Before long, we arrive at a cliff overlooking the sea, and Raphtalia gets off the carriage. There is a pile of small stones at the tip of the cliff. I think that is a grave. Raphtalia picks some flowers blooming in the vicinity and places it before the tomb. Then she clasps her hands together to pray. The sun is setting, covering the area in an orange hue. I could not talk to Raphtalia today. If I think about it, Raphtalia lost her family approximately 4 months ago. I think she is already very strong mentally. Losing her family and living on. No wonder she had such dead eyes when I saw her. Isn't there anything I can do for Raphtalia? No. What will happen to Raphtalia when I return to my original world? Though Phiro will have Melty, Raphtalia has nothing. Occasionally, Raphtalia anxiously asks about my reason for returning to my original world when this is all over. Raphtalia. Sorry to have kept you waiting. Naofumi. No problem. Let's go. Raphtalia. Okay. When this wave is over, I'll have to think about what to do with Raphtalia. Run. Ew. Motoyasu. You. Itsuki. Yuen. After all the heroes arrived at the harbor town, we all boarded the ship. Incidentally, due to the ship's size, even Phiro's carriage was able to be loaded. So we were covered there. Run, Motoyasu, and Itsuki were all down by seasickness after half a day. Since cabins were allocated, there shouldn't be any problems. However, all the heroes were gathered because the sailors wanted to greet us, and the 3 of them are vomiting into the sea while groaning painfully. Naofumi. Seasickness, huh? Ever since I was small, for some reason, no matter the vehicle, I was never affected. Probably due to the seasickness, the 3 heroes are overly friendly. To be frank, I have no intentions of getting friendly with them. But, Motoyasu. Naofumi seems to be fine. Naofumi. Yeah, I don't get motion sickness easily. Phiro. Kyaho. By the way, Phiro is in her demon form and is swimming around the ocean. No, wait. Is she swimming or floating? Since this is Phiro's first time at sea, she excitedly dived in. Occasionally she would ride the boat, and then jump back to play afterwards. Although this is a big ship, I am still a little uneasy. It should be fine since Phiro can use wind magic though. In a crisis, she should be able to hold her own. Naofumi. There is a big fish approaching Phiro from behind. Naofumi. Phiro, it's dangerous. Phiro. As Phiro turns around, a shark-like demon opens its giant mouth to attack. Phiro. Phiro kicks the jaw of the demon shark, and it flies through the air. It was sent flying right onto the ship deck. The sailors and adventurers scream. As the demon shark struggled violently on the deck, Phiro finishes it off. Phiro. It is a big mistake to treat Phiro as your food. Then she proceeds to stuff her face with demon shark meat. Now, Fumi, don't dirty the deck. Itsuki, I think you're glossing over something important there. An extremely pale Itsuki mutters at me. Well, it is indeed amazing, and speaking of amazing, I think of Fyro. Since the ship's rear has a ballista attached to it, I do not need to fight either. By the way, this is already the second shark. The first one was dismantled and absorbed by my shield. Requirements for Blue Shark Shield has been released. Requirements for Shark Bite Shield has been released. Requirements for Shark Leather Shield has been released. Requirements for Shark Meat Shield has been released. Blue Shark Shield Unsealing completed. Equipment bonus. Swimming Skill 1 Shark Bite Shield Unsealing completed. Equipment bonus. Shipboard Combat Skill 1 Special Effect. Shark's Fang Shark Leather Shield Unsealing completed. Equipment bonus. 2% damage reduction from the Aquatic System Special Effect. Shark Skin Shark Meat Shield Unsealing completed. Equipment bonus. Agility 3 The swimming skills description. I can swim like everyone else. Motoyasu. Run, I'm sure you are a hammer. Itsuki. Yeah. Now, Fumi. If you guys think I'll drown if I fall into the ocean, tough luck. I can swim. The seasick heroes are whispering with each other about whether or not I will fall into the sea and drown, so I warn them. Ren, that's not what I'm talking about now, Fumi. What is? Ren, I think Itsuki is a hammer. Itsuki, I am. Motoyasu. I think Ren is also one. Itsuki. I think Motoyasu-san is one too. Did you guys analyze each other's swimming abilities? Oh well, does Shipboard Combat Skill 1 improve my movements on a ship? Is there even going to be a situation where I fight on board? Let's try it out when I have some free time. Since this is the same demon, I'll leave it alone. It seems even on the move my experience value and materials are increasing. Sailor, are you guys alright? Some guy wearing clothes that make him look like a pirate is anxiously asking the other heroes their conditions. Now, Fumi, it's merely seasickness. Your worrying is unnecessary. They will get used to it after a while. Sailor, right. Now, Fumi. And you are? Sailor, Captain. After looking closely, I can see it's a woman. Her height is a little lacking. Raphtalia is taller. Though I did not get a good look at her due to her clothing, she is a considerably beautiful girl. Her face is probably good enough for Motoyasu to flirt with her. She also seems young. To be a captain of a ship at that age, what is wrong with this world? Captain, I am the captain. I also made the ship. Now, Fumi. Captain and shipbuilder. Captain, right. Now, Fumi, what a skillful fellow. Captain, right. Since a while ago all she is saying is right. What a downer. Though she is skillful, she has problems talking. Captain, the sea is acting up. Now, Fumi. I see. Captain, a storm is coming. Now, Fumi. You can tell. Captain, no problem. Hiro-sama should rest in the cabin. Now, Fumi. That reminds me. I haven't introduced myself yet. I am the hero of the shield. Those three over on the floor, there are the other heroes. Captain, right. Best regards. As the captain mutters, a sailor yells about an incoming storm. And so, we return to the cabin. Fyro felt the waves rising, returned to her human form, and entered the cabin. Though the captain speaks little, she is a hard-working fellow. The ship kept advancing, despite the storm. Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, it seems you aren't getting seasick. Raphtalia. Because I am from a village near the sea. Now, Fumi. Ah, do you have experience on a boat? Raphtalia. Yup. By the way, as for what happened to the other heroes and their companions, they rested in their cabins the whole trip. The ship was rocked in all directions throughout the heavy storm, but we arrived at Kalmyra Island the following morning. Fyro was extremely excited, and even Raphtalia widened her eyes. Well, you can guess the reactions of the other adventurers and new sailors. Kalmyra Island is a volcanic island that exceeds my imagination. Is it because I am using Hawaii as a standard? There is also no guarantee this map is accurate. By the way, Kalmyra Island is a nickname. Its official name is Kalmyra Archipelago. It seems that there are also various islands nearby. Rather than the rough sea voyage from Melromark, the waves near the archipelago are calm, and you can even walk across the islands during low tide. Can we ride Fyro to another island? Here and there, other islands could be seen. Now, Fumi. Now then, we have arrived at Kalmyra Island, but I was amazed at the other heroes appreciating the island and being grateful. All of them looked quite sleepy since it was virtually impossible to sleep last night with all the rolling around. Bitch's face is pale, and she vomits. Serves you right. Now, Fumi. Are you guys weak to vehicles? Motoyasu. Now, Fumi. You are the strange one. Run. When the cabin was turned upside down, I thought we sank. It's Suki. Coming to this strange world, there are many amazing things. Certainly, the ship was turned over several times. Every time I expected the ship to sink, but I was surprised. Since it was troublesome to roll around, I made a hammock in the cabin and slept. I wonder if the sailors are used to such things. They recommended that I make a hammock to sleep in when the storm came. Even the captain said that such a big storm was rare. Is it due to the wave of calamity? If such a storm were to appear in my world, then any ship would surely sink. After this boat trip, I am again realizing this is a different world. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 83, Magic Lore Raftalia. Fortunately, the ship did not sink, cast us adrift, and force us to start living on an uninhabited island. Now, Fumi, don't joke about those things. Raftalia, it wasn't a joke. Now, Fumi. Anyway, let's get to the hotel early today. We can't start the member change if we don't know the schedule right. That reminds me, the Queen told me to go and greet the one in charge of this island. Although this is a remote region, he should have quite a lot of authority since a lot of people visit. Mysterious person, I welcome the 4 holy heroes and their companions. A suspicious fellow who is holding a flag like a tour guide approaches us, while we wait for the other heroes to recover before departing. He is wearing a Melromark military uniform, and he looks to be a little past middle age. That flag does not suit him. Hapenberg, I am Count Hapenbug, and I have been entrusted with this Calmira archipelago. Now, Fumi. I see. The only hero who is completely fine is me, so I have to respond. Hapenberg, I look forward to our subsequent acquaintanceship. Now, Fumi. Best regards. Every hero greets Count Hapenberg and the guide employees following him. Hapenberg, now then, Hero Samus, I will tell you all about Calmira archipelago, starting from the beginning. He really was a tour guide. This is troublesome and annoying. Now, Fumi, we did not come here particularly for sightseeing. I would rather not go on a sightseeing tour and learn the island traditions, while there is delicious experience points to be earned. Hapenberg, now, since ancient times, the 4 holy heroes have trained here. While the Count explains, we are guided past a market. There were some strange objects. Is that a penguin, rabbit, squirrel, and a dog with a Santa hat? There is a totem pole made of 4 animals on top of one another and decorated. The penguin has a fishing rod, the rabbit is using a hoe, the squirrel has a saw, and the dog is equipped with rope. What the hell is that? Hapenberg, oh? Hero of the Shield Sama has a good eye. Those are the pioneers who developed this island. Pungy, Bunny, Squirrely, and Doggy. All Japanese-like. No, it's probably due to the legendary weapons translations. Hapenberg. By the way, the 4 holy heroes Samus were the ones who named them. For the 4 holy heroes naming sense to be. The Count is still talking. Hapenberg, the hero Samus befriended these demons and gave them names similar to the animals in their world. Their naming sense is terrible anyway. Couldn't they have changed a little more? No, Fumi. Then, are they somewhere on this island? Hapenberg. No. When pioneering was completed, they left to look for new land. Afterwards, they were never seen again. In short, they went extinct. Also, their existence is doubtful. Not to mention, demons pioneering. Fyro. They look delicious. Fyro says while drooling. If I think carefully, this demon gets supreme joy just by pulling a carriage. It is quite mysterious. Something besides the totem pole catches my eye. Now, Fumi. What's that? Hapenberg. It seems to be an inscription left by the 4 holy heroes. Now, Fumi. Interesting. I approach it slowly. The possibility of the 4 holy heroes being Japanese is high. Even if it's not Japanese, there might be some significant information from somewhere else on Earth. It's not written in Japanese. What is it? What? Motoyasu oi? This isn't Japanese. It's a fake. The other heroes approach the inscription and verify that it cannot be read. Hapenberg. That is strange. There is a tradition that this was prepared for when new heroes would appear. Motoyasu. Are you joking? This is a magical letter from this world. Magical letter. This is rather troublesome. Besides me, the other fellows didn't learn any letters. What can I say? The letters change according to the person. Such is the existence of magical letters. For example, if I try to read Raphtalia's magic book on illusions, I won't be able to decipher it. They just become funny words when I translate it. However, Raphthalia can decipher it and chant the magic. Though there is a common language for magic letters, it is still impractical, and unless you have an aptitude for it, you cannot use it. Motoyasu, can you read it? Naofumi. All of you relied on the crystal ball that Trash gave, while I didn't receive any. I had to learn to read. Motoyasu, so what does it say? Naofumi. Let's see. I read and try to decipher the inscription. It is written in unexpectedly simple words. The hero of the shield commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a legend. Enhance everything. Savate. Aura. I can use it on someone else. Let's see. Shall I test it on Fyro? After waving my hand at Fyro, she is coated in a film of transparent magic. Fyro wa? Somehow Fyro is full of power. Fyro bounces around. Even in her human form, she jumps very high. The status screen says that all stats have increased. It's Suki's companion, Aura, used by the legendary hero. It is an origin magic that raises all abilities. Mutters one of its Suki's companions in a quiet voice. There is such a legend? It's Suki, awesome. We'll learn it too. They start trying to read the magic I deciphered together like it's a game. However, it's Suki, huh? I can't read it. Naofumi. That reminds me, you guys don't know the magic language. These guys are frustrated, since they learnt magic from the crystal ball easily. It's Suki. Naofumi-san. Itsuki turns to me and calls my name. Naofumi, what? Itsuki. When did you get magic language comprehension on your shield? Naofumi. I learned it myself. Don't depend on your weapon for everything. Itsuki, so stingy. Motoyasu, that's right. Tell us. Seriously, these guys. It's like they have a problem understanding what I say. The efforts you put in yourself will show in the power of your weapon. Naofumi. I was able to learn aura magic, but that does not necessarily mean you are able to as well. Itsuki. If you say so. If that's the case, then there should be better magic for us. He looks offended. The reason is probably from thinking he is beneath me, even though I told him the truth. He was barely able to do anything against the Pope. He also already lost to me once. Naofumi. So where are we going next? Papenburg. Moving along, there are various inns located at Calmira Archipelago, and the transportation. I will sum up the Count's long story. Since Calmira Island is active now, the demons are starting to increase. Due to the increase in demons, the situation is troubling, so heroes and adventurers are called to subjugate them, while we take advantage of the situation to raise our levels. That's why he would be grateful if we could go get rid of demons as quick as possible. It is unnecessary for us to yield for any adventurers, but it would still be better to avoid any possible confrontations. Just like manners in a net game, there is always a small boat ferrying passengers across islands. Worst case scenario, I should be able to cross it by swimming. The hotel prepared by the Queen was of the highest class. It is better than all the hotels I've lived in before. It could even equal the top-class ones in my world. Was this originally a castle or something? Anyway, it was gorgeous and the atmosphere was nice. The walls are made of marble and shining. There is a stone statue in the middle that acts as a fountain from my world. Did I come to Hawaii? There was a luxurious carpet to walk on as we were guided to our rooms. The hotel also took responsibility for the luggage and Fyro's carriage. Shadow. Here is the schedule explaining the upcoming events Degajuru. The shadow that had a familiar speaking pattern was disguised as Melty. Naofumi, Melty. Fyro, master. That's not Melty. Shadow. That's right, Degajaru. Naofumi. You. That's a confusing disguise. I seriously thought for a second that Melty came. I can't even retort at how she was able to change her height. Shadow. Right, Degajuru. I was appointed to exclusively help the hero of the shield Dano Degajuru. Naofumi. I know disguising yourself is your specialty, but why Melty? Shadow. So that hero of the shield Dano will feel at ease Degajuru. Naofumi. This makes me feel sick instead, so stop it. Shadow. Understood, Degajuru. The shadow takes of her Melty disguise and returns to her ninja garb. It is disgusting seeing an acquaintance's face getting peeled off. Now, Fumi. Speaking of which, what's with the way you talk? Shadow Gojaru. Now, Fumi. Yeah, that. Shadow, just a habit Degojaru. I can stop if necessary Degojaruyo. That reminds me of when I had a bounty, and that villager in disguise helped me. I didn't notice at all that time. Shadow. This is the result of Princess Melty enjoying the way I speak, so I was made her exclusive bodyguard Degojaruga. Now, Fumi. Well, it certainly makes you easier to distinguish from the other shadows. Shadow, you should not believe you can identify an individual shadow Degojaruyo. What? That is a very suspicious comment. It's like that shadow at the time was a completely different person. Well, if I think about it, then it would be a problem if a shadow could be identified. Now, Fumi. So you are a different shadow from that one? Shadow, you are mistaken Degojaru. Now, Fumi. Pain in the ass dash. Shadow, I am just warning you not to identify me with just my speaking habits Degojaru. Now, Fumi, whatever. I don't intend to learn how to tell you all apart either. What I just learned changed nothing. Shadow, let us continue our talk Degojaruka. I will explain our schedule Degojaru. Now, Fumi. The staff exchange, wasn't every hero's agreement necessary? Shadow, does Hero of the Shield Dano disagree Degojaru? Now, Fumi. No, I don't, it's just. The other heroes will dislike it. I don't know about Motoyasu, but Rin and Itsuki seem to have a habit of hiding themselves. Actually, these guys have no idea of what I was doing also during this event. An information leak is unlikely. Shadow, I have already received the approval of the other Hero Danos Degojaru. Now, Fumi, what? Shadow, I said, I have already received their approval Degojaruyo. Now, Fumi. I see. I am disappointed at how unexpectedly cooperative they are. Am I just mistaken? Calm down, I didn't think they would participate. Shadow, the Queen has dispatched other shadows to reason with the Hero Danos and get them interested in the strength of Hero of the Shield Dano Degojaru. Now, Fumi. Well, if I think about it, their companions look down on me. If I perform outstandingly, what would they think? Though there has to be a fine line while participating, since the cost of the Curse series is too big. Shadow, all the Hero Danos are especially interested in Fyro Dano. Now, Fumi. I see. Fyro is certainly extraordinarily strong. According to Glass's analysis, Fyro's strength rivals Ren's. There is also her movement speed and magic. Fyro Fue. Fyro, who was dozing off beside me, wakes up and looks at me sleepily. I mean, all of those guys are interested in Fyro. That's a little irritating. As expected, it must be a misunderstanding. Now, Fumi, and what time will the staff and information exchange take place? Shadow, I asked each Hero Dano Degojaruka. For some reason, all of the Hero Danos besides Hero of the Shield Dano wants to do the staff exchange earlier Degojaru. Now, Fumi. Is information exchange unnecessary? I wanted to hear more about the Kalmyra Island's surroundings, though it doesn't feel good to ask those guys. Now, Fumi. I would like to exchange information first. Some complications might pop up. Is this request acceptable? Shadow. It should be fine since the information exchange is done on the day of the staff exchange Dogojaru. Now, Fumi. Understood. So how many days are we staying here? Shadow. The whole trip is 12 days. Half of that will be the staff exchange Degojaru. If Hero of the Shield Dano desires it, the staff exchange can happen immediately Degojaru. Now, Fumi. Well, it's a bit early at the moment. Shadow. Time is being wasted, you know Degojaru. Now, Fumi. We just received a sightseeing tour a while ago. Shadow. Can't be helped Degojaru. Since Hero of the Shield Dano still has many things that you don't know Degojaru. I will explain as best as I can Degojaru. The Shadow's long story goes like this. It seems that the staff change includes everyone, but it's only the hero that moves. How the rotation works is, first I change with Motoyasu, second run, and third Itsuki. Raphtalia, and them don't move. Now, Fumi. What kind of punishment game is this to be with bitch right off the bat? Shadow. Half a day has already passed since our arrival Degojaru. Please consider carefully Degojaru. Indeed, the time spent with bitch and her party will be shortest. I need to think properly. Now, Fumi. Then I'm off. You guys do your best too. As I walk to the door, I pay attention to Raphtalia and Fyro. Our party will be temporarily disbanded. Well, it's fine since they are slaves. Raphtalia. Okay. Raphtalia nods uneasily, and Phiro doesn't seem to understand what is happening. Now, Fumi, you guys are going to Motoyasu. Be careful. That fellow thinks with the lower half of his body. You must never permit it. Phiro, if that guy causes a problem, just kick him away. Phiro, okay, Raphtalia. Now, Fumi-sama. I expected it, but Raphtalia seems to be a little restless. Speaking of which, the hero of the spear has been our enemy until now. Maybe that guy is trembling in excitement. It seems reconciliation with that guy is impossible for now. Let's try to endure and befriend Motoyasu for now while analyzing him. Shadow, then I'll guide you, Degadru. With an uneasy feeling that I can't get rid of, I headed out. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 84. Kalmyra Island Jinx. Birth arc. This room is where the hero of the spear's party is staying. After saying that, the shadow abruptly disappeared. It's probably standing guard somewhere, but for what? I have no reason to be polite to bitch, so suddenly opening the door is an option, but I'll knock anyway. There's no reply. When I enter the room, there's a super displeased bitch chatting with two other women. Hey, and then got it. Somehow, they feel like easy women. Not really a type I like. She closely resembles what in my world would be called a stupid woman, the loose kind that prostitutes and sits cross-legged on the ground. To not even respond to a knock. We have fought before, but after all this bitch really is detestable. Hey, when I speak, Motoyasu's women glance at me with a mocking expression. I'm the one who ended up partying with you until tomorrow evening in this comrade exchange. The hero of the shield for the time being. I introduced myself, since this type of woman nags about every bit of rudeness. Frankly, I want to return quickly. There, you guys say something as well. I'll be careful to not be made into a laughingstock. Don't wanna. Right. TCH. They sure have quite an attitude. Bitch even had the nerve to click her tongue. When I look closely, bitch's equipment looks good now. Motoyasu must have bought it for her. I guess it's fine. Do I have to spend another day and a half with this bitch? Give me a break. Then it's sudden. But we're going monster exterminating right now. The women other than bitch let out a stupid sounding voice. Bitch on the other hand ignores me. I also don't want to talk with this person. Each of us ignoring the other is probably best. Let us relax a bit. Yeah. Why not do it yourself? This is bothersome. Monster hunting is being put off. That would be a problem. There's a voice coming from the wall. And this is instructions from the country. If you disregard, I wonder what will happen to your beloved hero of the spears standing. After my reply, the women reluctantly stand up and start getting ready. Name? I wasn't told, but oh well. In the first place, I don't want to know. After all, it's absolutely impossible for me to ever travel together with these bitches after this. I'm sending a party invitation to invite to a party. While I made a really annoyed face, the women were of the same opinion. Shadow. First, after shopping, head to the place for entering. With a clink, a bag of money falls into my hand. Just where is Shadow hiding? Just in case, I check the money in the bag, and there is quite an amount. With this I can live a week, let alone 2 days. This time if you show up at the harbor, the ferry will agree to transport you this time. Yeah, I disliked being together with this person for even 1 second, so I quickly left the room. I walk around the marketplace at Kalmyra Island's harbor. I have to go shopping, but what would be good to buy? Equipment? Supplies? Stuff like potions and healing items? And when I look away for a bit, Motoyasu's women are happily shopping at a store that sells accessories. Hey, hero of the shield. They seem to be beckoning me in a fawning voice. It's an annoying attitude. Just being with them gives me a stomachache. What? I want you to buy this necklace. Why would I? Motoyasu would buy it. I'm not Motoyasu. Why do I have to buy it for someone like you? If you're not a bit nice, even the shield will anger people, no? Bitch said as if she's making fun of me. Just how belligerent is this bitch? But she makes a point. Would it be bad if I didn't even appear to try getting along? Even if I'm approached, I don't need something like Motoyasu's used women. In the end, I'm just a money source for shopping. Anyway, while thinking that, I checked out the accessories price tag, and all such thoughts vanished. Expensive. What's this? No matter what, this is too expensive. I glared at the merchant. It was such a price tag that I forgot about the women and I want to yell at him not to underestimate peddling so much. If it was just the twice the market price, I can stand it as a peculiarity of a tourist highlight. But what is 4 times 4? Hey, yes. What is it? No matter what, isn't this too expensive? I snatch and point at the necklace Motoyasu's used women wanted. Dummy sapphire necklace MP+, quality poor concealed normal, If it was Melremark's currency, it would be priced dirt cheap as an inferior good. On top of that, just a glance would reveal that he's attempting to make it seem normal. Even if he's working a fraud, there are still limits. It's 4 times a price that would get you change even for a high-quality good. Even if he's underestimating me, this is too much. Looking at his other goods, they were all fakes as well. This is an archipelago separated from the continent. It's only normal for prices to be a bit high even though you're going to the extent of fraud and putting these inferior goods out for sale. I'm running a business after all. When you consider this as a tourist spot, of course it becomes pricey. This merchant, he plans to feign innocence. The look in his eyes is disturbing. He probably thinks he's just dealing with a normal claimer or something like that, so he tries to shoo me away. I have no choice. I happen to know a guy like this. I show him the accessory merchant's introduction letter. That accessory merchant seems to be quite famous in this neighborhood, so it might be helpful. That merchant, he acted like he was ignoring me, but he snuck glances at the letter, turning paler with each one. I think I'll turn this into a story. I'll make sure to remember please wait. He came out of the store at an amazing speed and started groveling at my feet. What? I'm busy, you know. Looking closely, I got the price wrong. I'll sell it at the correct price, so please wait a moment. No, there's no need to fix it. I'm just going to tell him a story after all. Well, just wait a second. I'll offer it 30% off. 30% off. That price is still. Of course, it's 30% off the normal price. No, don't want to. Please wait. I'll make it 5. No, 60% off. That accessory merchant. Where did he go again? Say, 70%. Was it a Traders Guild? 80%. To have been using fraud to sell low-quality work at 4 times the market price. There? I won't lower it past 90% off. Well, this is about right. Bought in business using connections, as well as threats and a danger to one's life, is the best way to make money. If the accessory merchant heard this guy is selling these kind of fakes, he'd definitely be shut down. No matter what, this merchant was underestimating business. This amount of punishment is about right. It's not like I'm telling you to sell it cheap for little profit, though. The ones who would be troubled would be merchants, including you. Someone else who can also force him to sell far below the market price can deal with it after all. If these guys pretended to be nice, it would cause deflation. It's not always best to make stuff cheap. If you try to sell something overpriced, it's no good unless there's something to attract customers. It's normal to mark up prices because the sightseeing area is so far from the mainland. Furthermore, looking around, it seems nobody else is trying to sell genuine accessories. I don't know if this guy is chasing competition out, or possibly crushing them, though. That's why even though prices are so high, people have to buy. And as a result, the Merchant Guild's reputation drops. Just make it so as long as they earn money, your customers will happily pay you large amounts of money, meaning. Just think about it. This place is in the middle of the activation period, right? Yeah, just spread this kind of rumor. If you wear accessories made from this islands, or then leveling up will be easier, huh? You don't understand? You'll put a jinx which has no practical effect on the accessories. And then what? People aiming to LVL up will come buy an accessory here for good luck, I see. At the least, that's how I made money until now. If I hear medicine is wanted, I come sell it. If herbicide is wanted, I come sell it. And if food is needed, I come sell it. The price was high, but most people smiled as they paid me. In other words, when the price is high, the customer's satisfaction is much more important than when it's low. Hearing my idea, the merchant stands up and clenches his fist tightly in comprehension. You got the rest, right? You just have to sell it expensively, while warning whether it helps or not depends on oneself. With just this, they'll be happy to pay. Then if you spread rumors about how much of an effect it had on the customer who bought it smiling, more customers will come. The probability it will go perfectly is very low, but the first part will likely succeed. That it's in the activation period mean experience points are increased. Even though if leveling up goes faster than usual, it is because of the activation period. People will think maybe the accessories rumors are true. Afterwards, observing the numbers and ability of the incoming adventurers will cause wishful thinking. I will go get to work immediately. The shopkeeper gave me the necklace, closed the store, and started to work. I did a good job. The necklace was obtained for practically nothing. Here, you wanted it right. When I tried to give Motoyasu's women the necklace, they backed away. To get a discount, you suck. Unbelievable. What were you thinking, Ku? As blood rushed to my head, my mouth opened involuntarily. Don't you hate how you were fooled like a complete idiot? Annoying. Such annoying people. What the heck were they thinking to buy something that expensive without haggling? At the least, I did nothing wrong. It's a good plan. The shopkeeper can profit and his customers will be happy. As expected, the shield is the worst. What's the worst? If you don't think before you do, you'll spend money like water. Motoyasu's women kept grumbling about my haggling as we left the town behind us. Yuri the worst. Fine. You'll get what you asked for. I'll show you hell. Wrath Shield, Shadow, calm down. Hero of the shield. The hero of the spear's companions will die if you do that. Let me go. I can't kill them like this, can I? I came out to stop that from happening. The fact Shadow appeared and calmed my rage is of no importance. Ever since this personnel exchange started, I wanted to return. That Motoyasu, just what's fun about being friendly with these kind of guys? I can't understand that guy's crotch at all. *T. Want it in soon. I don't care about leveling anymore. So let's find a way to quickly make now become tomorrow's evening. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 85. Hero of the Spear's companions. After getting off the ship and passing through a hot spring, we arrived at the demon's habitat. Now then, let's hurry up and level with Motoyasu's women so we can go home. Now, Fumi, I want you guys to understand that your non-cooperative attitude isn't going to work. You are forced to help because I am a hero. Bitch, I don't need you tell me. Woman 1, are you an idiot? No, Fumi, you guys are the fools. Good grief. Why do I have to put with these goddamn women to go demon hunting? We are currently in the middle of a level grinding event. I saw several adventurers fighting demons here and there. This event feels very similar to ones in net games on Earth. Well, the problem is with my companions. Now, Fumi, this area is inhabited by violet blobs, magenta frogs, yellow beetles, and cactus worms. They don't seem very strong. As I was analyzing the area, a magenta frog jumps out of a bush to attack us. Now, Fumi, Yato. I hit the magenta frog's stomach in midair with my shield. With a splat, the magenta frog stuck to my shield. Now, Fumi. Hey, I give instructions to Motoyasu's women. Bitch, what do you want? Now, Fumi. Use your sword or magic to fight. Bitch, I know. Good grief. If you know, then why are you making me explain? Bitch, fire slash. Bitch's sword erupts in flame as she recites her magic. The fire shoots out from the tip of the sword and tears the magenta frog apart. 95 EXP acquired. As expected, the strength to experience ratio is very good. Now, Fumi. Now then, for the time being, let's hunt properly. Bitch, fine. Now, Fumi. Good grief. There is a limit to being uncooperative. Irresponsible participating is fine to some extent, but no matter how much I think about it, there is no way they can become strong like this. Now, Fumi. Truthfully, I cannot attack on my own bitch, right? So lame. Now, Fumi. Moo. Who the hell is lame? Now, Fumi. That reminds me, isn't your hero just a fool who thinks with his lower half and chases any women? Bitch, what are you saying? Are you going to insult Motoyasu-sama? Now, Fumi. Am I wrong? If I am wrong, then tell me how you usually fight. Bitch, fine, I'll teach you. Bitch, Woman 1 and Woman 2. These are Motoyasu's companions. Woman 1 uses a sword and seems strong. I can see that her reflexes are good. She is the one who Raphtalia stabbed. Her hair is brown and medium length. Woman 2's facial expressions constantly change, and she has a rod. Is she in charge of magic? There hasn't been any magic support so far. How do they usually fight? When it was Bitch's turn, she just disregards her explanation and says, Bitch, our job is to support Motoyasu-sama in an emergency. Now, Fumi, what? I yelled unintentionally. What the hell is this bitch saying? Woman 2. Other than that, Mao, Horsama instructs us to cover Motoyasu-sama with magic. Now, Fumi, you don't fight. Woman 2. I'll fight if there is a melee. But Motoyasu-sama protects us, so that won't happen. Protecting them. I have a headache. In other words, while Motoyasu fights, these women just sit back and cheer him on, occasionally supporting with magic. All the fighting is done by Motoyasu. Woman 1. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I cut up weak demons with my sword, while she sometimes uses magic. Now, Fumi, what about Hor? Woman 1. Horsama burns them. Other than the small fries left for the women, Motoyasu mows down all the stronger enemies. That's like a princess play in net games. Oh wait, bitch used to be a princess. Bitch, Motoyasa-sama would always say to us, leveling up through such dirty methods does not suit cuties like you. Woman 1. Therefore, our fight is to support and restore his spirit. Woman 2. Right. So I put my efforts in cleaning equipment and learning support magic. Bitch, it is our duty to heal Motoyasa-sama's spirits afterwards. Every minute and every second of our attention is focused on Motoyasa-sama. Feels disgusting. I just imagine them behind me. These women are strong enough to kick around the demons around here. If they were to participate, would Motoyasu even need to fight? Woman 1. I hope that Motoyasa-sama would rely on us a little. Woman 2. Right. However, even without our power as support, he is cool. Bitch. Yeah. Completely different from the shield who cannot do anything at all and has to rely on his companions. Every time bitch opens her mouth, she compares me to Motoyasu. Naofumi. Is that right? But, right now you are hunting demons with me. I don't know about Motoyasu, but you have to attack for me. Bitch, you suck. Naofumi. You're the one who sucks. Good grief. Does Motoyasu actually enjoy accompanying these 3 parasites? Bitch, Motoyasu-sama would help us attack Theses' demons. Woman 1. He really is wonderful. All 3. I know, right, bitch. How can the shield compare? Forcing us to stay and defeat demons for him. All 3. I know, right, annoying. I want to return already. What is wrong with these girls? Anyway, they are just putting on appearances for Motoyasu. Something like, wonderful. Hold me. Like that? I can never understand the charm of such sluts. To me it's like, they become the background. Suddenly a strong demon appears, and I take the lead to engage it. A figure fighting with wind and flying freely comes to mind. I mean, why am I being severely criticized here? It's probably just bitch and her followers that influenced Motoyasu in the first place. Feels disgusting. At least, bitch, woman 1, and woman 2 are fighting with the demon as per my instructions. I cannot fight. However, bitch keeps chanting magic and discontinuing it. Somehow. It's like she is waiting for something. I'm trying to think of a what, but, and so, with these feelings 30 minutes has passed. I wonder where Shadow went. As I engage a demon with my shield, and wait for support magic to come. I am the next queen who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. Target him and dash. I am one who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. As they chant, an unusually strong spell is about to be activated. Shadow instantly appears behind bitch and puts a knife to her throat. Bitch, hi. Shadow, Hordano and companions. Your magic is giving off too much bloodthirst, Dogojirio. Bitch, WE did not do anything. Just cooperating with the shield. Shadow, that's not what it looks like, Degajaru. Naofumi, what's wrong? Bitch stops her magic as Shadow watches her closely. Shadow, a while ago I heard her muttering to herself, Degajaru. Naofumi, and did you understand it? Shadow, I did, Degajaru. Naofumi, what was it? Shadow, seems to be about investigating the limits of the slave crest, Degajaru. Naofumi, I see. There were several conditions on the slave crest that prevent certain actions. I understand because I tried it with Raftalia and Phiro. Since Raftalia is strong, it occasionally went off when she was overly familiar with me. Forgetting about the mark is easy since I don't use it. Shadow, the queen does not use contract slaves Diagirukura. She seems to be searching for a loophole Degajira. The queen's conditions. Possibly. I recall the conditions the queen set up. The condition is attacking Iwatani-sama. Whether by direct attack with magic or indirect attack with poison, nothing is allowed. An attack aimed at me. If there was one. Naofumi. Were they targeting the demon with magic while I was in the way, so that the attack would hit me? Shadow. That is correct, Degajaru. Bitch, why you're wrong. Shadow. Then why did you stop and move to cancel your spells earlier, Degajaru? Bitch, that is because it was not to involve the shield in anything. What a desperate excuse. Woman 1 and 2. That's right. We just cast magic according to the shield's instructions. Shadow, that spell I stopped earlier was at full power, Degojaruna. Bitch. There was no other way to defeat the demon. I wonder. In fact, not even 5 cactus worms can wound me a little. Frankly, they are all small fries. They would instantly become Phiro's food. Shadow. It doesn't hurt for hero of the shield Dono Degajaru. No, Fumi. Not at all. Shadow, quite sturdy Diagjaruna. Shadow just said something in a goofy voice. Shadow. Anyway, it doesn't seem like you are reflecting Degojaruna. Bitch, I didn't know. Bitch has been completely seen through. Shadow leaks a sigh. Shadow. Can't be helped, Degojaruna. She extends her index finger and activates a status magic. Bitch's slave crest appears. Bitch, eh? What? Shadow. The queen has entrusted former Princess Bitch's slave control to me, Degajuru. Well, that's just how it is. Bitch, Kaya. The pattern glows and Bitch rolls on the floor in pain. Seriously, to do something so stupid. Woman 1 and 2 are pale as they watch. Shadow. I hope you understand, Degojaruka. Treat Hirodano with respect, or else I'll punish you until you understand, Degojario. After, I'll notify the Queen Degajuru. Bitch, that's Shadow. If you understand, then obediently listen to Hero of the Shield Dano Degojario. The women held their breath. A minute of punishment is not enough. I am also reaching my limits. Now, Fumi, Shadow. Shadow, what, Degajaro? Now, Fumi. I am reaching the limits of my patience. Shteo, Shadow seems to think about my promise with the Queen anxiously. Now, Fumi. Shadow, please remove all prohibitions on Bitch temporarily. Shadow. I have to report what you do to the former princess, you know, Degajuro. Now, Fumi. Yeah, I know. Hey, Bitch. You really want to kill me? I'll keep you company. Let's not play with unnecessary strategies. Bitch. Coo. As the restraints from the slave crest are lifted, Bitch stares at me with intense hatred. Now, Fumi. Hey, bring it. If you attack in close proximity, I'll burn you with Wrath Shield. Now, Fumi. Ah, just Bitch. Hey guys, just watch. Woman 1. Ah, sure. Woman 2. Oh, okay. Woman 1 and 2 nod and withdraw. Bitch, I'll absolutely kill you with this. While glaring at me, Bitch doesn't even conceal her killing intent and activates her magic. I am the next queen who commands the origin of power. I have read and deciphered a law of nature. Burn him to a crisp with the fires of hell. That magic. Well, it's an appropriate selection. It's probably Bitch's strongest magic. Now then, I wonder what magic will shoot out. Darifa, Hellfire. Bitch summons a gigantic fireball in front of her. Bitch, I prepare my shield to catch the fireball speeding towards me. Now, Fumi. Are you a retard? Your strongest magic is only this. What? Bitch. UAA. The ball of flame hits my shield, and just like a baseball against a bat, it shot back at Bitch. Until now, fighting in various ways and gaining experience, I have discovered that receiving magic at a specific angle deflects it. So I thought it might be possible to reflect it back at the opponent. That retard, shooting magic in a straight line, caused me to remember about it. Bitch, stay away. Gay. Bitch is swallowed by the flames and throws herself on the ground to roll. Now, Fumi. Haha, you burn well. This is refreshing. Watching Bitch struggle. Oh man. I wasn't content when the queen selfishly imposed penalties. Finally, I punished her with my own hands. Woman 2. Mao. Bitch Sama. Woman 2 casts water magic to put out Bitch. Woman 2. Raising your hand against a girl. You are the worst. Now, Fumi. You reap what you sow, right? She wasn't even thinking about her magic getting rebounded. Woman 2 applies healing magic on Bitch to heal her wounds. Well, there's no way that can be cured easily. Shadow. Now then, I will impose the penalty, Degajaru. Bitch, Jayagu. Bitch rolls over from the double whammy slave crest and the burns. Woman 2. Wait a minute, this is too cruel. Shadow. Punishment is punishment, Degajaru. Furthermore, I will notify Hero of the Spear Dano to increase the penalties, Degajaru. Prepare yourself, Degojario. Woman 2. Unbelievable. Now, Fumi. Well then, shall we continue hunting? Woman 2. Who would follow you? Woman 2 shoulders Bitch and leaves without permission. Now, Fumi, sure. Go away. This was completely her fault. Shadow seems to understand and speaks in a delicate voice. Shadow. The queen expected something like this, Degojaruga. At least this much. Now, Fumi. By the way, since they are useless now, shall we kill some time together? Shadow, huh? I understand, Degajaru. I am a poor substitution, but I will cooperate with Hero of the Shield Dano Degojario. Now, Fumi, oh, you're going to help. Shadow. If such a situation was to happen, I was ordered to assist Degajuru. Now, Fumi, you are quite prepared. Could have prevented this from even happening. In the first place, was exchanging parties even necessary? Woman 1. Hey. My shoulder was tapped as I was talking to Shadow. Now, Fumi. When I turn around, I see Woman 1 with her arms crossed unpleasantly. Now, Fumi, what's wrong? You didn't return? Woman 1. Return? Don't joke around. That would trouble Motoyasa-sama. Now, Fumi. Somehow she seems to be strong-minded. I don't think she would return even if she hated it. Compared to bitch and Woman 2, it looks like she has a sense of responsibility. Woman 1. Huh. It was a lot to stand, trying to match up to those children. Woman 1 declares unpleasantly while scratching her head. What's that? Woman 1. Don't misunderstand, all right? I still hate the hero of the shield. Now, Fumi. I was just wondering if you were like those foolish women. You seem to be a bit different. Woman 1. That's rude. I am honest to myself. I don't want to fight, and if possible I would like to live luxuriously. The mission of heroes or the world's fate doesn't matter to me. Now, Fumi. I agree with that. If I could, I would instantly throw out such a mission. In fact, I would rather not participate in the wave at all. Woman 1. Do you understand? If I return here, it would be impossible to live luxuriously. Now, Fumi. You are very calculative. Woman 1. You're annoying. I love taking it easy in the shadow of someone strong. But that's it. Now, Fumi. And what's the reason for not returning? Woman 1. You are strong as well. Though I hate it, I will follow you. Knitting her eyebrows in seriousness, Woman 1 answers unpleasantly. Woman 1. I do not discriminate against the strong. Now, Fumi, what strange logic. Woman 1. Don't say that. So what now? I didn't cause any problems. So my stock with Motoyasa-sama should go up. I would rather not be in the same position as that parasitic princess. I see. They exist in my world as well. This fellow. The women getting involved in delinquent groups in school, following those who are strong. Probably. Following the leader around, receiving the overflow. Generally the types to think in the long term and take it easy. Since I am Japanese, I can understand to some extent. Woman 1. I think that former princess would abandon Motoyasa-sama at a suitable time. I don't think Motoyasa-sama likes troublesome women, and there will be a limit to how much he can cherish women. There is a possibility that Motoyasu would trust those that didn't cause problems over the ones that do. As for Motoyasu's part, bitch seems to be at the top of the pecking order. Is she aiming for an usurpation? Woman 1. My father is a noble who earned his rank by distinguishing himself in the military, and my mother is the daughter of a merchant who made a fortune in business. When you haggled to buy that accessory, I was amazed. Though it is the worst to haggle using blackmail when buying something for a girl. Now, Fumi. Yeah. Let's just disregard it, because I'm getting angry just remembering. Woman 1. I also understand the point of this. I will analyze how the hero of the shield fights and report to Motoyasa-sama everything. Now, Fumi. You really are aiming for being the best. Woman 1. Let's leave it at that. Let's resume hunting quickly. I have no choice but to change my evaluation of Woman 1. She is calculating, but unlike bitch, she doesn't seem to gain pleasure from looking down on others. I'm thinking about bitch again. I feel she can be trusted in business. I don't want to trust as a friend though. Now, Fumi. Well, the head count is the same as before. Shadow, do you accept? Shadow, I understand Degojurio. I send a party invitation to Shadow and remove Woman 2 and bitch. Thus we resume our demon extermination. Woman 1 was a magic warrior, so she could fight up close or far away. Shadow is a very swift attacker. As expected of this country's assassination corps, quite strong. By the way, they are not slaves, so I cannot see their status or levels, so I can't tell what level they are. Woman 1, you really are sturdy. I am surprised at how different you fight compared to Motoyasa-sama. Woman 1 says while defeating a demon. From the conversation a while ago, I know that they only cheer on Motoyasu from the rear. Woman 1, however, that raccoon woman is reliable. Raccoon woman, Raphtalia? If she hears that, then she would probably make a delicate expression. By the way, Woman 1 is good at using me as a shield. She observes the demons well and uses adjusts in battle. She is accustomed to fighting. The way she is pushing everything on me while fighting is pretty efficient, compared to Raphtalia and Phiro who try to do everything themselves. It's not a good feeling when pressed against a demon though. However, she is not as good at ranged. She is distracted while chanting magic. Shadow had to defend her several times. Demons are defeated, dismantled, and absorbed into the shield. Woman 1. You can absorb the dismantled demons into your weapon. Naofumi. Motoyasu doesn't know about it. Woman 1. He doesn't do it usually. Only on big game, like a chimera or a strong demon. Motoyasu should have absorbed some demon parts into his spear. Does he not bother with meat and bone? But that doesn't really make sense. I have unsealed most of the basic shields. Therefore, my ability has risen considerably. The meat system is inferior to the bone system if released. That must be why I cannot beat Motoyasu unless I use the Wrath Shield. Of course, it could also be due to the fact that I started leveling late, but I can feel the difference between Motoyasu and my basic specs. The same could be said for Rin and Itsuki. It is funny that I thought the shield was weak a while ago. At least in present conditions, the shield isn't inferior to any of the other weapons. Or is it because in game terms, we are still in the early stages? I don't know. Naofumi. Oh right, there was something I wanted to ask. Woman 1, what is it? Naofumi. Were you Motoyasu's first party member? For some reason that memory is very vague. But if I remember correctly, then it wasn't her. Woman 1. No, I'm not. Naofumi. Ah, is that so? Woman 1. I joined Motoyasu-sama 1 week after I started adventuring. When I entered, the only other man in the party left. Naofumi. I see. Woman 1. The former princess and her lackey tormented him until he left. Anyone who joined after me was antagonized. I see. If you don't pretend to be stupid, then bitch would torment you until you disappear. What an unpleasant party managed by women. Are real harems like that? Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 86. Complaint. We returned to the main island after hunting all day, and Shadow guided us back to the hotel. I took a bath in the hot springs provided by the hotel. Naofumi. Fu. Today's results. For levels. 10 new shields, all of them increasing stats. Honestly, the only word I have for the efficiency is delicious. As expected, the activation period is astonishing. At this rate, when we leave the island, we will have gotten considerably stronger. That reminds me, Woman 1 said something about Motoyasu's women-only party. Ones who joined along the way and did not fit and were chased out. Woman 1 noticed this from the start and played dumb. Originally, Bitch was one of Motoyasu's first 4 companions. Where did the remaining 3 go? Where did that man go anyway? Maybe he joined Ren or Itsuki. Shadow. How is the water's temperature, Degajuru? Naofumi. Shadow's voice could be heard in the men's bath. Where is it coming from? Where are you? Shadow. Even if you look, you won't find me, you know, Degojurio. Naofumi. Are you a man? Shadow. Secret, Degajuru. Naofumi. Shadow. The queen has assigned me to ask about the situation of your curse and its recovery, Degojurio. Naofumi. Well, there is a light prickling, but other than that I feel nothing. When I look at my status, I can see that the stats are returning one by one. I don't really mind either way. Taking a leisurely bath isn't too bad either. Hot spring therapy is also something I was looking forward to. I look at the dimly lit area. The hot springs that I entered reminds me of ones made in ancient Rome. Is it bad that I was expecting a Japanese-style hot spring? Naofumi. Hey, Shadow. Shadow, what, Degajaru? Naofumi. The way you talk and the way you dress is very similar to something called a ninja in my world. Shadow. That might be the case, Degojaruna. What? Shadow. This is a secret matter, but it is fine for the hero of the shield Dano to hear, Degojaruna. Us shadows are a culture taken from the East, Degajaru. Therefore, we are an existence that can be called both assassins and ninjas, Degojarushi. We are also knowledgeable about the East, Degojario. Naofumi. The East, huh? That reminds me, the old man from the weapon shop said he apprenticed there. Are they Japanese-styled? Or something Japanese like in this strange world? Something that reminds me of a game. Naofumi. Do you guys know how the East designed their hot springs? Just recalling it makes me nostalgic. I want to enjoy a Japanese-styled hot spring, since up until now, it has only been Western-style baths. Shadow, the design you are speaking of is available on the main island Degojario. Naofumi. I see. I'll be looking forward to it. It is also my job to relax in a hot spring. After staying in the hot spring for a long time, I returned to my room and the day was over. The next day, I feel refreshed since I rested plenty last night. Since Phiro and Raphtalia are always there and making noise. Last night was very quiet. Now that I think about it, how are they doing? Staying together with Motoyasu, who can only think with his lower half. I hope there will be no big problems. If there is a problem, do I have Shadow deal with it? Woman 1. What are we doing today? Just as I finished breakfast at the hotel, Woman 1 talks to me. Now, Fumi. We'll hunt until noon, and then head back to the main island. Woman 1. Understood. To raise our levels, Shadow and Woman 1 helped me defeat demons until noon. For lunch, I made sandwiches for Shadow and Woman 1 with ingredients taken from the hotel. Shadow. Since I am working, I cannot eat degajaru. Now, Fumi. I see. Woman 1. Then, I'll take it. Woman 1 takes the sandwich and eats it. Woman 1. And, quite skilled. Why don't you open a shop? Now, Fumi. Everybody who ate my cooking said the same. I'd rather not elaborate on how something so simple can taste delicious. I don't even know myself, but the food is delicious, so it's fine. Might be the cooking skill from the shield. Woman 1. Motoyasu-sama would occasionally cook for us too. Never mind, it's nothing. Motoyasu can cook. Does it not taste good? Is it the handsome appeal? It seems that men who can cook in Motoyasu's world are popular. Somehow, that fellow makes me think of French pasta. Popular with women and cool. Oh right, since we are in the southern like Calmira Island, will he have surfing as a hobby? No way. Before that fellow came here, net gaming was his hobby. Now that I think about it, why does that fellow play net games as a hobby? Well, there is no way I can find out at the moment. Ever since he got here, he has been trying to make a harem. Seems difficult, especially since there was a man in his party. Oops, did I say that out loud? Now, Fumi. That reminds me. Yesterday you said there was a man in Motoyasu's party. Woman 1, yes. In fact, after I joined 2 other men also did. Now, Fumi. Motoyasu had that many replacements? All I know is that including bitch, there should also be a man and 4 other women. Woman 1. Yeah, when I entered there was 5 women and 2 men. Now, Fumi. Hey, that's a lot. Woman 1. After I entered, several of the members got replaced repeatedly, though there hasn't been a new member for a while now. In short, bitch was driving away the women with insidious harassment, while the men were disgusted with Motoyasu's flirting and left. That seemed to be a common occurrence. Whatever. Now, Fumi. Seems troublesome with that fellow. Woman 1. Not really. I just play along with Princess Bitch and watch Motoyasu-sama fight. Besides, I can be extravagant and get free experience. To me, that place is like heaven. Now, Fumi. That's fine then. As long as you are okay with it. Woman 1. Well, feels like it will become dangerous soon. So I came here to investigate the secrets of the shield to help Motoyasu-sama get stronger. Recently, there hasn't been much growth, so I wondered if there was something to learn here. Plus, it's also for beating that disgusting princess bitch. Once that is done and I become Motoyasu-sama's favorite, I will take it easy. Those are some amazing lines. If Raphtalia thought about such things, I don't think I could recover. Though it's not my problem, I feel a little pity for Motoyasu. Now, Fumi. Are you fine with saying that to me? This girl, complaining to me because her companions aren't here. She is troublesome in a different manner compared to the hysterical bitch. I mean, I am the hero of the shield. Why do I have to listen to complaints from Motoyasu's party? Though I can't really complain since I have learnt various things from our talk. Woman 1. Can't be helped. When you purchased that poor quality necklace, my opinion of you changed. Now, Fumi. You'll have to excuse me then. You knew the quality and still had me buy it. Woman 1. I guess. Motoyasu-sama's power comes from the kingdom. He doesn't attach any strings to the gold he gives out. I want to live luxuriously. Now, Fumi. Hey, your family's social standing is pretty good. Why are you sticking to Motoyasu? Wouldn't it be safer to live luxuriously away from this? There should have been a few life or death situations. However, she is still sticking with him. Well, nothing will change even if I do find out. Woman 1. My father is annoying since he is a hero devotee. Frankly, living with my parents is uncomfortable. My mother does business, and if I stopped being the companion of a hero, I would probably be married to some noble or knight and help my mother out in business. I can't take it easy there. Now, Fumi. Why are you telling me this? Woman 1. Do you think Motoyasu-sama would believe anything you say? Now, Fumi. No way. Woman 1, see? Though I did almost die. If I stick with him and raise my level, then the rest should be easier. True. I remember the time before the 4 heroes. Namely, us were just summoned. The wave suddenly happened. Families were lost, and orphans were sold into slavery. If you are with a hero, then class up is free, and there are few humans above level 40. Isn't it a great deal? Though I smell trouble in the future. Woman 1. Well, Motoyasu-sama is not just a hero. His face is also to my preference. Naofumi. Yeah. That reminds me, Shadow. Shadow, what Degajaru? Naofumi. Are my companions being guarded? Shadow. Of course, Degajaru. Nothing bad will happen to them, Degajaru. Naofumi. I'm just afraid of Motoyasu becoming a wolf. Woman 1. Ah, that's possible. Woman 1 recalls Motoyasu's nature and nods indifferently. Your adverse nodding makes me more anxious. Woman 1. However, that girl's behavior seems stiff, and I don't understand the bird. Naofumi, Raphtalia? That fellow doesn't match her looks. Her appearance is like that, but did you know she is a child? Woman 1. I understand that girl's troubles. Naofumi. Troubles. Woman 1. You don't need to mind it. Either way is fine. Naofumi. I see. Phiro. Will probably be tempted by food. You can be friends through food, but for love, I wonder. What can I say? Breeding should be standard behavior for a wild animal. I don't know much about her biologically, but I don't think there is such thing as a mating season. Woman 1. That reminds me, Motoyasu-sama seemed to be devoted to the human form of that bird. Princess Bitch was jealous. Naofumi. That guy just has an angel fetish. This fellow just won't stop talking about women. I'm getting tired of it. Phiro's appearance, in short, a blonde European blue-eyed angel, is probably his favorite. Motoyasu came from Japan. There isn't anyone like that. As for the rest of the planet, that reminds me, there doesn't seem to be any angelic beings in this world. Though the demi-humans can grow wings, their hands and feet have claws. Woman 1. Spending 2 days with Phiro-chan and Raphtalia-chan. And like that he skipped out. Naofumi. And you are fine with Motoyasu doing that. Woman 1. The reaction from the other two was amazing. But, great men have great fondness for sensual pleasures, so I will overlook something like that. Naofumi. You're unexpectedly cold. Woman 1. Whatever. In a sense, sticking with her is like touching poison. I don't know what attitude she takes when talking to Motoyasu. She is easy to talk to. Perhaps, that's what it means to be a good talker. Naofumi. I will not accept bitch. Woman 1. That's already water under the bridge. If you cannot forgive, then just push her away. Or something like that. Naofumi. Those words suck terribly. Woman 1. Are you my father? Well, up until recently everything was just handed to her. Her plan did not go well because of you. So her unjustified resentment made her want to kill you. At least that's my analysis. How is it? Naofumi. That's about right. So you did have a good look. In other words, it couldn't be helped since bitch wanted to murder me. No, I still don't know, and it is bugging me. Woman 1. When I heard you try to rape her, I thought it was suspicious, but I didn't have any obligation to stand up for you. And there was also another girl who got framed when she suspected something, so I pretended it had nothing to do with me. Naofumi, I don't buy it. Woman 1. Well, I'll just end up getting myself strangled somewhere and die. I have no relations with that girl, though. Naofumi. Woman 1's words were cold. I was frozen for a second. Are all women like this? With such feelings, we finished the demon hunt and returned to the main island. Compared to what I imagined would happen, it was unexpectedly decent. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 87. Being companions to the hero of the spear, Phiro. Ah, master. When I returned to the main island hotel, Phiro came out to greet me in her demon form. I thought I told her to stay in her human form at the hotel. Woman 1. See you. Keep your distance, though. Naofumi. I know. Woman 1 says goodbye to join up with bitch. Naofumi. So what happened? Phiro. You see, Raphtalia One-chan got angry. Naofumi. Angry, you say? Motoyasu, you finally caused a problem. The person in question was sitting there stargazing while pressing his cheeks together. I wonder why. It feels like he's deep in thought. Woman 1, Motoyasu-sama. Woman 1 is dumbfounded, as she sees Motoyasu like that. I don't understand the situation. What's going on? Naofumi. Phiro, what happened? Phiro, Phiro doesn't know. Thought so. I am an idiot for asking. Phiro can't be helped. I'll go look for Raphtalia. Motoyasu can be left to woman 1. And there she is. Her back is turned, but it is clearly Raphtalia. Even from a distance, it's obvious to me that Raphtalia is fuming. The hair on her tail is bristling, and her body is emitting enough magic power to make the air around her vibrate. Now, Fumi, I am back. Raphtalia turned around when she heard my greeting, and the anger seemed to have dissipated. Raphtalia, I was waiting. Raphtalia rushes towards me with a tearful expression. Now, Fumi, what happened? I pray that it is not rape. I don't think that is the case based on Motoyasu's reaction, but I have no idea what is going on. Raphtalia, I'm told about Raphtalia's experience. Raphtalia tries to explain to me what happened from her point of view. Phiro, what's happening? After I left, Phiro asked Raphtalia anxiously. Raphtalia, it's all right. All we are going to do is hunt demons with the other Hiro-sama until tomorrow night. Phiro, boo. What about Master? Raphtalia, we'll join him a bit later. And so, the situation was explained to Phiro. Raphtalia was doing push-ups while waiting for Motoyasu to arrive. I will explain. Because it has already become a routine, I forgot about it. Whenever Raphtalia has free time, she trains her body. During our travels on the carriage, when not tanning demon skins, chin-ups and push-ups are performed. Recently, her arm strength has increased to the point where single-fingered push-ups are possible. The physical training influences her status. Little by little, her status increases. Motoyasu, sorry for the wait. Motoyasu walks in the room with a bouquet in one hand. Phiro, Munya. Phiro is taking an afternoon nap. Raphtalia, 677, 678. Raphtalia wasn't paying attention and continued doing push-ups. SFX, Russell * Motoyasu dropped his bouquet. Well, entering the room of a girl who is waiting for you, only to see her doing push-ups, Motoyasu was left speechless. Motoyasu, Raphtalia, 680 up. Raphtalia stopped doing push-ups and turned to face Motoyasu. Raphtalia, welcome. Hey Phiro, get up. He's here. Phiro, Phiro is sleepy. Motoyasu, right. While picking up the bouquet, Motoyasu enters the room. Raphtalia, my best regards until tomorrow. Phiro, best regards. Motoyasu, gotcha. We have already met, but let's introduce ourselves again. I am Kitamura Motoyasu, hero of the spear. Please take care of me. Raphtalia, Phiro, Motoyasu fashionably hands the bouquet to Raphtalia. Motoyasu, these flowers suit you cuties well. Raphtalia, Raphtalia receives the flowers, and it seems she was thinking of where to sell it. Was it bad that I raised a girl with efficiency as a principal? Furthermore, Raphtalia heard that flowers could be made into medicine. I think it was an aromatic drug. Phiro, this isn't very tasty. Phiro put some flowers in her mouth. Well, Phiro prefers dumplings over flowers. Raphtalia, now then, shall we go level up at once? Motoyasu, let's go shopping at the market first. Raphtalia, I guess. Thus, Raphtalia followed Motoyasu to the market. Raphtalia, this shop, it's closed. Motoyasu, that's strange. I could have sworn it was selling accessories a little while ago. It seems Motoyasu wanted to browse the store that was closed. After a little looking around, it was revealed that they were just a little late. Motoyasu, oh well, let's look at various others. Raphtalia, okay. Like that, following Motoyasu, various shops were visited. Several hours were spent at the market. Moreover, he would stay and talk to any pretty girl. Random girl, you are the hero of the spear-sama. Motoyasu, that's right. Is there something you want to ask of me? It seems they wanted to ask the hero to show off a few spear tricks. As a result, each girl gave him a note with the hotel they were staying at. Skirt chasing. While watching his gentleman act, Raphtalia's evaluation of Motoyasu fell. And so, after shopping, the day was almost over. After shopping and leaving the market, Motoyasu walked in the direction of the pier. Raphtalia, to go back we have to return from the market. Motoyasu, it's fine, let's take a look. Raphtalia, but, today's leveling. Motoyasu, oh right, Phiro-chan. Can you return to your angel form? Phiro, no. Since leaving the hotel, Phiro has been in her demon form. Afterwards, They went to the tourist spots of Kalmyra Archipelago main island. When the sun began to set, they moved to another island, crossing the middle of the sea during a setting sun on a small boat. Motoyasu. I found something good in the shop a little while ago. A souvenir made with a shell was handed to Raphtalia. Raphtalia, Motoyasu. Don't worry about it. It's just a small present. By the way, Phiro was swimming next to the ship in her demon form. It's a situation I can easily imagine. I was listening to the story with a delicate expression. Ignoring bitch being violent at first, we listened to the story quietly. Phiro didn't have to be there though. Motoyasu. Look, the setting sun is beautiful. Raphtalia. Yes, it is beautiful. The scenery of a setting sun on the ocean is beautiful for Raphtalia. There was a mood from the aquatic sea demons jumping out of the sea with the evening sun in the background. While Raphtalia was staring blankly into the evening sun, Motoyasu grasps her hand. Rejecting it, Raphtalia pulls her hand back. Motoyasu just shrugs his shoulders with a feeling of don't worry about it. At that time some veins appeared on Raphtalia's forehead. Afterwards, she just smiled at Motoyasu, while not letting him grasp her hand. After arriving at the island, the sun already set. Raphtalia was preparing for a night battle against demons while Motoyasu dashed into the hotel. Raphtalia, Motoyasu, what's up? Raphtalia, are we not going to level up? Motoyasu, the day is already over, you know. It would be dangerous to fight in such a situation. Raphtalia, well, but dash Motoyasu. Now, let's have a meal and take a good rest at the hotel. I'll make dinner, so look forward to it. Raphtalia consented and bought various ingredients at the marketplace. Raphtalia also bought various light medicines, such as a heel ointment. Phiro food. Motoyasu. That's right, Phiro-chan. So take your angel form. Phiro no. Phiro was in her demon form while cautiously watching Motoyasu. She used to kick him in the groin a lot. After that, Motoyasu started cooking in the hotel's kitchen while showing off to the two of them in the corner. Raphtalia seems to have thought that I would eat the food provided by the hotel. Well, I didn't cook unless we were outside. I was making medicine and accessories at the inn. Recently, I have also been studying magic. Motoyasu, the food I cooked is ready. Raphtalia, sure. Motoyasu announced to Raphtalia while the dish was still sizzling. Raphtalia ate Motoyasu's food slowly, while Phiro ate heartily. Phiro, it isn't as tasty as Master's. Raphtalia, shoo. Hero of the Spear Sama will mind it. After hearing that Motoyasu has a cramp in his smile. Motoyasu, I'll make even tastier ones if you want. So, Phiro-chan, angel form. Phiro, no. Just how much of an angel lover are you? After that, they entered separate rooms. At that time, Phiro finally returned to her human form. Well, it's because I ordered Phiro to be in human form whenever we were at an inn, to avoid damaging the place. Phiro, not sleeping yet. Raphtalia, not yet. Before sleeping, Raphtalia stretches and studies magic. Motoyasu wa, Phiro-chan's angel form is so cute. Phiro, stay away. It seems Phiro hates Motoyasu. Did Motoyasu do something that Phiro hates? He has. Before Phiro grew up, he called her lame and laughed out loud. Furthermore, calling her a fat and plain bird. It would be weird if he wasn't hated. Raphtalia, don't worry, nothing will happen. Phiro, really? Raphtalia, really. Phiro, mew. Phiro lies on the bed in human form and breathes deeply. But her ahogue is standing on end, and she isn't sleeping soundly. Motoyasu silently approaches Phiro. Raphtalia, what do you intend to do? Motoyasu, I just want to look at Phiro-chan's sleeping face. Raphtalia raises her eyebrows at Motoyasu's suspicious actions. Motoyasu, anyway, while Phiro-chan is sleeping, want to drink some liquor in a bar. Raphtalia, what? Motoyasu, you never drink alcohol before. Don't worry, just have a little and enjoy the charm of being an adult. Raphtalia, charm, huh? Unexpectedly, Raphtalia was tempted by Motoyasu speaking about charm and followed him to the bar. While sitting down, Motoyasu orders the liquor. It arrived after a few minutes. The first drink was for Raphtalia. It seemed to be some red alcohol. Motoyasu pours it into a glass. Motoyasu, a toast to your eyes. Raphtalia, When Motoyasu winked fashionably at Raphtalia, something inside her seemed to have snapped. Raphtalia, there are things to do tomorrow. I'm returning. While suppressing her urge to kill with a smile, the cup containing the alcohol she didn't drink vibrated with magic released from the body. Motoyasu? Like that. She returned to the hotel with the spare key and slept. And, the next morning, Raphtalia, good morning. With the intentions to forget yesterday, Raphtalia greeted Motoyasu. Motoyasu. Good morning. Raphtalia-chan. Phiro-chan. Phiro. Mornin' dash. Phiro sleepy returns the greeting with a yawn. After having a light breakfast at the hotel, it was finally time to hunt demons. However, Motoyasu, I understand your strengths. After a while of hunting demons, that line was said. The demons aren't very strong. After advancing for a while, Motoyasu called for a stop. Raphtalia, what? Motoyasu, leveling up with such bloody fighting doesn't suit your lovely selves. Why don't you watch me fight? Raphtalia, After saying that, Motoyasu rushes a demon that appeared alone. By the way, if it was Phiro, that demon would have been small fry. It also should have been dealt with by a single blow from Motoyasu. Motoyasu, meteor spear. Certainly, Motoyasu is strong. But he kept sending amorous glances, somehow causing his sweat to glitter, and winking whenever a demon was killed. Motoyasu, how was it? Raphtalia, P. Raphlia's patience finally reached the limit. Raphlia, I don't know, so please stop it. It seems her head blanked out, and it seems that afterwards Motoyasu was shaking like a lamb. While repressing her anger with a straight face, they returned to the main island hotel a little before noon. By the way, Raphtalia and Phiro only got 2 levels, so presently they are at 42. What the hell? Yesterday I got 6 levels and am now level 44. I wonder why Raphtalia is lower level than me. Motoyasu. This is even less than what I expected. I feel that there is some kind of conspiracy, but I can't tell based on the story I just heard. Anyway, Raphtalia's evaluation of the hero of the spear dropped fatally. Previous chapter, next chapter. Chapter 88. Intuition and Analysis. Intuition and Analysis. I was amazed after hearing Raphtalia's story. Rather, it was expected. So it's like this. Spending the first day like a date. Shopping at the market and visiting tourist spots. Crossing the sea during a beautiful sunset. At night, cooking homemade food and drinking liquor at a bar. Then, the next day, showing off and being cool while acting all handsome. Tentatively, after approximately analyzing their strength, he tries to steal my subordinates by trying to appear appealing to them. Though it seems Raphtalia and Phiro didn't fall for it. Now, Fumi, how should I put it? A toast to your eyes. You say, is this the Showa era? Did you not have any lines that is a little more effective? Motoyasu. In this world, all the older women were pleased with that. Was it learnt from experience? In any case, think about who your partner was. Though it is probably my fault, Raphtalia was raised with efficiency as a principle. Those who show leadership will have a higher evaluation. Phiro. The person with the spear complimented One-chan a lot. Now, Fumi. I see. Raphtalia. What did you come here to fight for? Did you come here to hit on girls? Raphtalia continues to attack the dejected Motoyasu. Are you denying Motoyasu's reason for existence? Raphtalia. If you do such a thing, when you encounter a formidable enemy, your companions won't be able to help you. After declaring that, Raphtalia returned. Raphtalia, is the next exchange tomorrow? Now, Fumi. Yeah. That's amazing. To make Raphtalia this angry. There was only one other time that I've seen Raphtalia this seriously angry. It was during the results of the duel. Well, that was Motoyasu's fault as well. Motoyasu himself is mopping about over there. Woman 1. That reminds me, where did Bitch and company go? Woman 1 was listening to the story too. She was comforting Motoyasu with a hand on his shoulder. Now, Fuimi. Even though a day was wasted, experience still increased. Raphtalia, sorry. Now, Fumi. No. That's not what I mean, Raphtalia. When listening to the story during the activation, contrasting with her usual habit of composure, her voice is full of emotion. Was it because of that? It has nothing to do with levels, but the chances of victory against the wave? Woman 1 came over to us and said, Woman 1, is that assassin still watching? No, Fumi. Probably. Woman 1. Then I'll supplement. Moto Yasasama goes off and hunts alone at night. Now, Fumi, I think I just gave a very unpleasant look. In other words, when Raphtalia and the other girls were asleep, he was leveling up alone at night? An image of a cool, hard-working guy pops up to make an effort in secret here. It seems a little strange. Now, Fumi, you think I have control of Shadow? Woman 1, maybe. It isn't a bad hand to present yourself stronger to your comrades. Certainly, if this can be kept up, then some infighting could be avoided. Above all, Motoyasu's date plan needs to be investigated, but there isn't enough time. It's not a bad hand, but it was Raphtalia that it was shown to. That means this guy isn't thinking about leveling. So he's fooling around. In the first place, the biggest drawback of this is his companions will not gain any levels. I can't do that. For me, who can only use a shield to defend, a companion is essential. Therefore, it is necessary to always take care of the conditions of your comrades. There is also the fatigue of constant night battles accumulating. Of course, it is also limited to hunting the demons that appear only at night. Now, Fumi. Oh right. Raphtalia, what is it? We talk in whispers so that it won't reach Motoyasu in them. Now, Fumi. How does Motoyasu fight? Is there something special you have to do, like when fighting with me? Raphtalia. Yup, the demons are not dismantled. The weapon isn't changed. The weapon absorbs. The same way as now Fumi-sama's. It feels like there are corners being cut. So for that strength, does level mean everything? There are those kinds of net games. Raphtalia. Though, he took a tool out of the spear. Now, Fumi. Tool? It wasn't absorbed into the spear. Raphtalia. Yup. It was different from a tool that was absorbed. A tool from a spear. How was it done? At last, a chance to get proper information has appeared. Now, Fumi. Motoyasu, there's something I want to ask. The Motoyasu that should have been absent-mindedly sitting there disappeared. Woman 1 is also gone. When I want to ask, they are gone. When did they disappear? Fyro. The person with the spear returned with that woman. They apologized to One-chan. Now, Fumi. I see. That's quick. I wanted some time to exchange information. What Motoyasu does may not be the same as Ruin and Itsuki. Well, there are a lot of disadvantages, but there are also many benefits. In any case, the heroes like Motoyasu are just existences that are a lump of information. Though during the activation, it's only a matter of time before their secrets are exposed. At least I learned that Motoyasu has something that I don't know. Simply because there is a possibility that Motoyasu is playing around to hide it. If I was Motoyasu, I would refuse the staff exchange, and during the activation, work hard and level up. It might be simple to turn down if I think about efficiency. However, I may only find out here. Even if it's just experience points, I'll gulp it down like a beggar. I have a feeling those 3 know something different. My intuition is telling me that it would be wrong to decline it. There is something. Those 3 heroes, without fail, are hiding something other than level. Because if it's just level, then it would be no different from adventurers. This is supported by my knowledge and experience of net games up until now. In net games, there is something related to this event, and elements other than level effect skills in real. There is also the possession of rare items via financial power. How many times have I encountered a person with only high levels? In a net game, the administration makes equipment and rare items through trial and error that become important. Levels are important at first, but later on it just becomes a comparison between acorns. Therefore, the appearance of funds, organization strength, and rare items is required. This world is not a game, but for some reason those 3 heroes still think that this is a game. I am curious. It is common for activation events such as these to have a limit on levels gained. Beginner relief and class up promotions are job changes similar to a game. In guilds, the members that have reached the level limit will help the new members in raising their levels. Because Motoyasu was so laid back, there was a similar feeling. As far as he is concerned, his purpose is probably gathering information and looking for new companions, right? There is also a possibility of using the remaining 6 days after the exchange completed. Otherwise, I cannot explain the composure of Motoyasu. Ow. Now, Fumi. Shadow. What, Degajaro? Now, Fumi. Is there some kind of law during activation? Like rumors, theories, even something that has low credibility is all right. Shadow. When I participated in the activation of Kalmira Island, the experience worsens after classing up at level 80 Degajuru. Of course, I entered more after that Degojuruka. There is an upper limit to the inhabiting demons Degajuru. Right on the money, huh? In other words, those actions were in anticipation of that. There is an upper limit, just like a game. If I had the same gaming knowledge as those guys, I might have fallen under the illusion that this world is a game as well. I can roughly grasp the level of their party by counting backwards from here. Assuming the hero is level 70 to 80, their companion should be between 40 to 70. It is safe to assume that everyone can reach level 80 in at least a few days. After that, it wouldn't be so easy to gain when hunting. If there are demons on this island higher than 80, it would not be very delicious. I know that in games, regardless of what, it is just a calculation. Though I originally wanted to take my time with the hunting grounds during this activation, would it be better to look for shortcuts? I feel like looking at a walkthrough for net games. However, the mystery has gotten even deeper. In other words, taking Motoyasu as the lowest, Rin and Itsuki should at least be around level 70. Though, why are they equal to me when I use the Wrath Shield? It is a fact that Wrath Shield is especially strong, but I am level 44, 20 levels lower than them. Moreover, when fighting the Pope, there was also an ability above him. The mysteries don't end. While deliberating such thoughts deeply and returning to the hotel, Motoyasu was forgotten about. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 89. The birth of Kalmyra Island Sports. After listening to Raphtalia's story, it was already evening, and the timing to go out has been missed. If we go out now, it would be to another island for a night hunt. Though time is precious, I would rather not night battle too much. It is dangerous. Shopping at the market would be fine, but I already went yesterday. Till now I was making medicine and accessories or studying magic, but as for the former, I am out of materials. After returning, I will be taught the latter by someone the queen prepares. We who had free time were bored. With that said, we decided to play at the beach until dusk. Fyro is playing in the sea. She is having fun in water and noisily trying to dive underwater like a waterfowl. It's that, isn't it? I feel that is swimming practice. At first glance it seems she is drowning. I mean, can you even sink? Floating while her feet stick up through the surface. It is a very funny appearance. Her pose reminds me of a guy that was killed in the same position somewhere. What was it again? It was a village with a dog. I cannot remember the details. These 4 months here of being separated from the otaku culture, and originally I could only inference animes based on their titles. Now, Fumi. Levels did not rise at all. Bad Raphtalia. Raphtalia? It can't be helped. After moving it was night. It was also trouble since we had to return the next morning. Now, Fumi. This staff exchange is evil. Raphtalia. That's right. I hoped that time back then would pass faster, though it is enjoyable right now. Now, Fumi. I guess. We borrowed bathing suits from the hotel to play at the beach. What can I say? A tropical country's sea is beautiful. Really, I've had this thought before. It feels like I came to Hawaii and Guam. Now, Fumi. Looking carefully, a lot of other fellows are playing on the beach like us. Raphtalia. Yeah, certainly. Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, do you have the ball? Raphtalia. I put it in the room at the hotel. Now, Fumi. I see. It should be possible to rent a ball somewhere. For some reason, even though I look around, there is no shop dealing with recreational goods. There is a resting place, like a seaside clubhouse, but there are no stores for toys in order to play at the sea. Since it's hot, there is a store that sells cold items. However, a shop meant for playing at the sea doesn't exist. There are no surfboards either. For a guy like Motoyasu, surfing cannot be just a hobby. That's it. While thinking and looking around, I spotted Motoyasu. It seems he has recovered from earlier and is accompanying Bitch. He didn't learn his lesson. It would be annoying to speak to him since Bitch is there. I don't feel like it. Raphtalia, what are you thinking about? Now, Fumi. With great pains we are finally playing on the beach. I think beach volleyball would be fine. Raphtalia. There is training for the lower body on the beach that requires keeping the ball in the air. I'll get it. After listening to my suggestion, Raphtalia ran selfishly. I seem to have raised a little bit of a muscle brain. This was not aimed at training in particular. Raphtalia's criteria is fundamentally mistaken, though that's probably my fault. Fyro, what happened to One-Ichan? Now, Fumi. She went to fetch a ball. Fyro, play ball. Now, Fumi. It seems so. Fyro is bored. Going to play more. Now, Fumi. Oh, do your best. Fyro, yeah. While drawing the lines for beach volleyball, Raphtalia brings the ball. The ball that was made from balloon for children has been cherished by Raphtalia for a long time. Training to strengthen the lower body on the beach, huh? Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, you got a second? Raphtalia, what? Go ahead. I take a good look at Raphtalia's upper arm. Always doing muscle training, though her muscles don't seem to be in proportion to her status gained from killing monsters. Raphtalia, what is it? Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, are you hiding your figure with magic? Raphtalia is part of the raccoon race, specializing in illusion magic, and has affinity with light and darkness systems. In other words, it is possible to fake her own appearance. Raphtalia, why would I do something so useless? Now, Fumi. Raphtalia, stay as you are. Raphtalia, what? I understand. Raphthalia's aspiration to improve herself is excellent. After that, I explained the simple rules of beach volleyball. It's not the full-fledged ones, just not dropping the ball, how to handle the ball, and passing to the other party. Raphtalia, then I'm starting. Now, Fumi, what kind of dash? A fierce beach volleyball match on the beach began between Raphtalia and Phiro. From the beginning, they start rushing to spike. It has already surpassed a competition and has become a fierce battle. Both of their movements are quick. It's like watching wire action. When I looked around, I noticed that people began to gather and happily mimic what they were doing. Well, since there aren't that many people with balls, there is one that substituted a ball with a round cloth. Those who are imitating the offense and defense of Raphtalia and Phiro can be called beach volleyball. Raphtalia, is Naofumi-sama not going to do it? While performing a dash, Raphtalia asks me. Naofumi, nope. I cannot do that. Raphtalia, did I say something strange? Raphtalia and Phiro look like they are playing with the ball leisurely. What a high level. I could not keep up with their physical strength. Naofumi, I'm fine with just watching. Phiro, really? It will be more fun if Master plays together. Naofumi, this is closer to actual fighting than playing. Is this his influence of class up? They've become superhuman. These guys. If I keep them company, I will have to get serious, and that's tiring. I'm also still in treatment. Naofumi, oh right. There is also beach flag. When I say that, Phiro's eyes sparkle. The beach volleyball game was interrupted. She runs up to me. Phiro, what is it? How do you play? Naofumi. Anyway, stab a stick in the ground first. Phiro, okay. I pick up a stick and stab the ground with it. Naofumi. Afterwards, walk 20 meters from the stick and turn around. Naofumi. In the meantime, Raphtalia and Phiro, come here. Raphtalia, okay. Phiro, okay. Both of them obediently come to me. Naofumi. Then, face each other on the other side of the stick while lying down. Raphtalia, like this. Phiro, this way. Both of them lie down according to my instructions. Naofumi. I'll say ready and dawn. After I say that, get up immediately and pick up the stick I stabbed in the ground. The one who gets the stick wins. However, you must not interfere with your opponent. Raphtalia, that sounds fun. Phiro, yup. Naofumi. Now for practice. A gallery was made. It looks like some adventurers are excitedly watching with expectations. Is it because this is a different world? There doesn't seem to be much playing here. Naofumi. Ready. Both of them are waiting for me to speak. Naofumi, dawn. Go dash. Immediately after, I was blasted with and buried under a mountain of sand. Raphtalia and Phiro are the criminals. Even if just a little quicker, for the sake of winning, they simultaneously kicked the sand. By the way, it seems Phiro won. I was buried in sand and couldn't tell. Phiro, this is Phiro's victory. Raphtalia, next time I won't lose. Naofumi. Kicking sand everywhere with such power. Know some limits. What we were playing at that time carried on to become a major competition after. Having said that, I did not know that this was a prototype for something else in this world though. Raphtalia and Phiro played at the beach until the day was over. Some adventurers joined too, and the beach volleyball and beach flag ended in success. Well, it was good for killing time. Raphtalia seemed to be satisfied with body strengthening as a principle. Previous chapter. Next chapter. Chapter 90. The significance of personnel exchange the day after. Returning to the hotel yesterday, I entered the hot spring and took a rest. Entering the Japanese-style hot spring that Shadow talked about, little by little, I feel the tension in my body seeping out. Well, The Japanese and Chinese styles have kind of been mixed together. Among other things, there's a Kaminaraman one with paper umbrellas. Various things like the paper sliding doors have a kind of Chinese look to them. It feels like a foreigner's attempt at imitating a Japanese bath point too. I have no complaints though. I'm just anxious to find out what kind of country the East is. That goes regardless of whether they are nice or not. Now, Fumi. Well then, I'm off. Raphtalia, please take care of yourself. Now, Fumi. I think it was Rin today. Make sure the plan doesn't turn into a repeat of Motoyasu's. After all, I cannot deny the possibility of him being a closet lecher. There are cases where those who act cool will turn around and chase after girls. A bastard that won't help, but will if it's a woman. How should I put it? I really don't know anything about that guy. Just that, when he was responsible for someone else getting hurt, he obediently listened to the story. All I can say is, Rin seems like a cool adolescent male who styles himself as an ally of justice. Raphtalia, right. Phiro, have a nice day. On the way to the room where Rin's companions are. Now, Fumi. This is so unproductive. I voice my dissatisfaction about the staff exchange to Shadow. I understand the Queen's idea behind it, but the stress isn't diminishing. Shadow, I see Degojaruna. You're wondering why the Queen suggested the staff exchange Degojaruka. Because there have been no problems in the past, I was fine with this too, Degojaruga. Now, Fumi. You having following the Queen's orders for so long don't understand. Ah well, I've also thought about the various things that led to this agreement. Shadow, what things, Degajuru? Now, Fumi. Aren't you guys covering for contingencies instead of the information you collect behind the scenes? Shadow, well grasped Degojaruna. Now, Fumi. Because it's that Queen behind it, it's a natural thought. There is a limit to observations from outside sources. Now, Fumi. I'm sure you received information about the actions taken by the other heroes. But you wouldn't be able to come up with an explanation for Raphtalia's physical changes. It's difficult to sort out what's real from the huge pile of miscellaneous information. Now, Fumi. Let's assume you managed to collect information on the heroes. You guys are still forgetting something very important. How are you supposed to understand the secret to a hero's strength? These weapons can absorb any materials from anywhere. I mean, is it possible to understand the difference between mine and the other's strength? There are multiple shadows, I assume, so it won't necessarily always be the same one watching. The result is that intelligence gathering becomes messy. If the contents of the investigation are written down in a letter, the meaning conveyed in a voice would also be lost. It's something that cannot be understood by someone who doesn't hold a hero's weapon. Hearing about it during the information exchange would be useless too. Considering those guys' habit of hiding themselves, it is also likely they would hold back and tell lies. I can't help it, it's special. They might hide it with that kind of reasoning. As it is, they will not talk easily, so it's only possible to examine closely for ourselves. Shadow, it can't be helped, Degajuru. This was done exclusively for Hero of the Shield Dano. I also haven't worked very long together with Hero of the Shield Dano Degajuru. Now, Fumi. It can't be helped. If this could be finished in a day, it wouldn't be so difficult. Besides, and this is important, the companions of each hero will be easily died with that one standard of values. In reality, Raphtalia objects against Motoyasu's policies. If I'm right, Motoyasu's companions too feel the same way about me. However, if a personnel exchange is carried out, then our perspectives should broaden a little. It also provides a chance for those used to the princess treatment to experience battles with the other heroes. Bitch's situation is not worth mentioning, but Woman 1 managed to broaden her view by staying cool and resolving herself, and Woman 2 just looks at me like I'm an abnormal hero. However, when they fight together with Rin and Itsuki, they should more or less understand. It seems that for those fighting alongside Bitch as a companion, it's a situation of divide and conquer. With that, I'll stop complaining. Now, Fumi. If only I could watch what the other heroes pull out when their companions fall into a crisis. Shadow, a crisis Degojaruka? Being together with a hero Dano, I would think means always being side by side with danger Degojaruga. Now, Fumi. It's the opposite. The whole world knows heroes are at the top. In short, do not approach enemies stronger than yourself. Shadow. I see. There's that kind of thinking too, Degojaruka. Their levels are usually rising steadily, so it's most likely their crisis opportunities are lacking. They're following heroes who feel like they're in a game. When you only fight enemies that you can beat, Your sense of urgency goes away. It would be easy to fall under the illusion that they themselves are part of the privileged class. Just by announcing that they are a hero's companion, they will receive preferential treatment. Of course, a hero is not perfect either, so there will be at least once or twice when it becomes truly dangerous. Even if they survive by luck, I imagine they would still feel a release afterward together with the hero, because all three heroes have great confidence in themselves. In the first place, when Motoyasu's party ended up in a crisis like that, some companions involved fell out because of it. Naofumi. At the end, the companions might barely be able to understand how a hero is different having watched them every day. I imagine the difference would seem small. Besides, there is also cultivating friendships to be considered. Shadow, I understand Degajaru. If anything riotous happens, I'll let you know, Degajaru. Looking at Melromark and the rest of the world's standpoint, it's normal they would try to make the heroes get along with each other. Not mentioning the internal discord that led to the loss during the wave. They're on bad terms even at the best of times. I don't really want to make friends, but I understand that cooperating is necessary. If it was just us, we couldn't have beat the Pope. From now on, cooperation will be important. After this island event is over and we get dispatched to some foreign country, us acting together during the waves won't change. However, the opportunity to talk at that time is gone at once. That's fine by me, but to fight against Glass and them, I can't just say I'll go do my own thing. Even though I hate those guys, we belong to the same side, so cooperation is necessary. Come to think of it, how do we participate in the waves around the world? Do the waves gather around Melromark's vicinity, since that is where the heroes were summoned? That's something else I'll have to discuss with the Queen. Perhaps, after the personnel exchange, I wonder if Shadow's findings are going to be reported. Or is the plan to stick to their habit of hiding things from the heroes? If I have to say regarding the goal this time, the purpose is to develop mutual understanding with the companions of the other heroes. The heroes are introduced to skillful people, and so, if they feel they're lacking something, they'll ask a trustworthy companion and so forth, right? Those guys, they won't ask because they think so highly of themselves. They're too quick to think they got it. Well, it could simply be about recruitment. The bastard Motoyasu tried to solicit my companions using his own special way. The possibility of Ren and Itsuki also soliciting is not zero. It's actually rather high. In their case, though, they'd think about raising them from the bottom themselves. Do demi-humans and demons get that strong? Well, that's also the sense I have. However, there is a big contradiction when it comes to this theory. They are not expected to get strong. That means the games those fellows played did not have any demi-humans or demons who become that strong, is what I imagine. That, or it was never tried. Is this strength from improving themselves? I don't know. How should I put it? I feel like the Queen's goal is to raise the standard of all the heroes. There seems to be some intention to treat me favorably, but it will be awkward from the worldwide standpoint if the other heroes are seen as weak. That it's a planned compromise goes without saying. Rather than only letting the shadows investigate, it's more reliable if we check things out for ourselves, though neither one should be left out. Looking at it, while this personnel exchange certainly seems useless, it might be a decoy in order to make collecting information easier. Gathering the heroes in the pretext of the island being active. I've probably read too much into things already. Even if I am overinterpreting, though, I'm thinking about how Ren and Itsuki's parties will act. It won't be troublesome if nothing happens, but there'll be a big loss if anything does happens. Shadow, this is the room where the hero of the sword's companions are staying, Degajaru. While deep in thought, I finally arrived in front of the room where Ren's companions are. Naofumi, I nod and knock on the door. NPC, go ahead. This time a proper reply comes. It's a big difference from Motoyasu's place. I open the door and step inside. NPC, welcome and thanks for coming. Hero of the Shield Sama. Naofumi, oh yeah. Because of my experience last time, it is somewhat anticlimactic. Well then, Ren's companions number 4 people. That's one more than Motoyasu. There were 5 in the beginning though, so it's gone down by 1. It's also reasonable to assume that some members were replaced. Naofumi, though I'm sure you already know, you'll be working together with me, the hero of the shield, for the staff exchange today and tomorrow. The name is Iwatanai Naofumi. I recognize 3 people from when we started, and the last one was added, I guess. NPC, I look forward to working with you. Hero of the Shield Sama. Now Fumi, yeah. All the members are polite. But these guys, at that time, they showed me disdain and hid behind Ren. Point 3, I won't forget that. I can't be careless and let my guard down. Representative, apologies for back then. Now Fumi, huh? A man who looks the representative, a warrior I guess. He bows to me. Point 4, representative. Please understand, because of the situation with the king of Melromark, we knew that anyone siding with the hero of the shield would be put down a lot. The others lowered their head to match the representative. Representative, though you might feel those words mean little, for the next 2 days we ask you to please instruct us well. Now Fumi, you understood. Somehow, when the other person is strangely polite, it's unnerving. My experiences until now make me suspicious that something may be going on behind the scenes. Representative, shall we leave immediately? Now Fumi, yeah, let's. It's still too early to say one way or the other. What happened was with Motoyasa's party after all. A voice then quickly cuts into my thoughts. Magician, so, where would be a good place for us to go raise our levels? A magician-like fellow at the back asks me in a natural manner. Now Fumi, previous chapter, next chapter.